green one is all electric.
All electric frame.
There is no reason for trashing the street.
No.
You have all this
You have all this
facility.
capacity to do this.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So let me show you what's happening. Let me show you what's happening in the street. It's not like that last time. It's always we clean and then they trash.
You have
and
a
then,
toilet now?
And have a toilet. Yeah, just like your neighborhood. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. So we had the Department of Sanitation has like a small division. I think they ran out of money.
Right.
But they send guys to bag everything up.
Right.
Sometimes they haul it, sometimes they forget to send the crew to pick it up.
Right.
But essentially this is every week. Every week they have to come.
And yeah, right there.
It's dumped. And you see the filers on the walls there? It's because sometimes a public person crack copper or something, he's burning it. Because he doesn't want to strip it, he'll burn it.
Right.
Right. And that's what's going on. All those trucks at the end, I don't know how far you can see. All those are scrap metal dealers right there. Those are 3 on the right side. There's a big truck on the left and 2 more. I mean, just 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 6 commercial buyers of scrap. They're not on the radar. You know, when law enforcement is looking for culprits, they call places like ours to say, hey, was this person here? Here's his ID. Here's a license plate. They don't do that. And look, right now he's in the middle of negotiating a deal. What do you have? How much you can pay?
So because you're regulated and all that, you'll always get knock on the door. Because
Pretty much, yeah,
they
all the
know
time.
you have the database.
Right.
With the other guy, they know it like.
Right. But see, it's not just little trucks. It's not big trucks are now doing the business. The big white van on the right, white van on the left, and then the small trucks too. They are all, I don't know if you can zoom into their trucks, but they all just do, and they all have a specialty. One does engine, one does copper, they used to have a catalytic converter buyer out there. Buy catalytic converters in the street.
Right.
A block away from us here was that $150 million bust of the catalytic converters. That's what's happening in the street. And that's just this block.
Right.
The next block.
Other blocks.
The next, let's go. Let's do a little more exercise.
Right.
Yeah.
We'll follow you.
Like, so we're gonna walk.
So how come it's in the street?
Because we're doing the business.
Oh.
So essentially, you know, some of them have grown so much they bought these lots or rent these lots for recycling. I don't know, they're not regulated. So anything that has like materials that require special handling is not being checked on.
Right.
But that's essentially it. But all these trucks are, you know, sitting around. They do metal business, and this is a whole block. Whole block. And the LAPD, when they came in here to do the bust and raise for Chicago, all these cars disappeared.
So you have legislators comes with 476, come with whatever. However, on the ground, it's totally different story.
Totally different story.
You write something, but it's in La La Land.
Right. And I was told by an LAPD detective that
There's more.
he said it's the worst here. That this neighborhood has probably the highest concentration of metal trade out on the streets that are happening. But this is it, and it keeps going. You're gonna see
And keeps growing and growing.
Thumbprint. It requires all these things, but this is what's happening.
So this is deregulated, but
Yeah.
it's still.
But if you're doing it on your as a private individual on the street, you don't have to collect the data. You know?
You're on the sidewalk doing your
keep
own.
walking.
Nice
There you go.
wheels.
Yeah, man. Yeah, nice wheels. Airbag. But this is essentially what we're always having to deal with. This is a manufacturer.
So all these.
Yeah, those two. All of them. Truckloads. Batteries. I think one guy does auto batteries. Another one does an engine. Another one does a transmission. And this is essentially the whole...
Oh, there's the batteries.
Batteries on the ground, yeah. Just right there. You know? You know, the city one time, a few times, from these people complaining, the neighbors came and steam washed the street.
Right.
But everything else.
Picture and
Right.
Yep.
They take the aluminum rim, they leave the tire. I mean, this whole thing.
Look all this wire.
And it's being done on the street. That's the whole point. When you leave it on the street, all of this are the plastics, the oils, the contaminants.
Some ends on the rain tracks. Rain tracks.
Yeah. This is the train track that got me and David connected. He said, "Hey, what's going on with the stuff in this alleyway?" And it looks like it's just hanging out right here. Yeah, look, it's like last night they were just drinking and eating.
Yeah, look at this.
Yeah.
Right on the train track.
Right on the train track. At night there's no trains, but in the daytime,
So how do they expect 476 to resolve all this crap? It's not.
it's gonna make it worse.
No. City's in trouble.
Once we get to this, past this red truck, it's all just them doing their business. Computers, e-waste, hazardous waste. Public and what's
Right, for us, we have a lot. All included wire.
Oh, is it wire?
Wire and the handholds cover.
Oh, the cover
Yeah.
the wire? Yes, all that stuff is part of ID. You don't need ID for trains and bottles.
Right.
That's part of water. Yeah.
Yeah, this needs a picture.
Heavy cables. Those
This
are
is
heavy.
what I wire.
Extension cord. Efficiency program. These are the old ballasts.
Right,
So they
right.
convert the old ballast to new ballast, and they get all the electrical cable. This is your old housing. So anything that's like, yeah. Sometimes that goes off. Sometimes that also goes into like a project. So if it's part of the project, they scrap. And then let me. Jacks, scraps.
This is your Christmas present. See, I'm thinking of you.
So I think that may have contamination. You try to keep it indoors. Oh. Because if it rains, it ends up in the water.
Then
I don't know how much you know about the way they measure the LA6 water pollution.